How's it going, guys? This is Eric with Deranged Survival, and today we're doing some fishing. Just got an old fishing rod here. Well, the rod is old, but the reel is fairly new. On the top here, the top eye broke off from the evil ceiling fan in my house. One day I was walking through the house, the fishing pole, and all of a sudden, ka-clink! There goes the top of my rod. So I just, snipped it and sanded it down a little bit. Still works, does the job. But I had this set up for trout fishing. I have a treble hook on the bottom here, and I'm actually just going to change this out, put a regular hook on, and get a rubber worm. So I got the sinker right there on the top, and this is actually a swivel, and this is braided line that's connected to the fishing reel. The bottom is monofilament line. I believe it's 10 pound. First I put the sinker on, and then I tied the braided line to the swivel. So this way, when the sinker hits the ground, it can slide down the string, and this can still go out underwater, and if there's a little current, this will catch the current and the worm will flow down the current a little bit while the sinker sits on the bottom there. So here's the hooks that I like to use. I don't know how well you can tell, but they have little teeth on the backside there, right on this backside. I believe they're called eagle claw. You guys are probably not going to be able to see this, but I'm going to do a polymer knot. You're definitely not going to be able to see the line, but I'll explain what's happening. So what I do is I feed the line through the loop, through the eye of the hook, then I feed it back through the eye of the hook. Feed a decent amount through, probably about 6 inches or so. And then you take the line and you tie an overhand knot. And now you have a loop that's on the outside. You're going to put the hook through that loop, and you're going to pull it tight. And this creates a knot that if you apply more pressure, it's going to tighten the knot. Then at the very end, I just tie another overhand knot just to extra added security. I use my mouth a lot when I tie knots when fishing. So that's a nice secure knot there. I'm not sure how well you guys can see that with the monofilament line there. Then I usually leave about 1/4 of an inch of line tag at the end, just in case for some reason it tightens a little more and it pulls the line. Bait. This is my favorite bait. Just power bait, Berkeley power bait. Very inexpensive. It's probably a couple bucks, $2-3 with these purple worms. They're purple and black, or purple and dark purple, and they have like green speckles on them. And then it's got the tail in there. So I take the top of the worm here, feed it through the hook, and I keep the hook in the center of the worm until it goes around about that much. That much right there. Then I puncture the hook through the worm, just like that, and then I feed the worm all the way up above the eye, above the knot, even where the monofilament line is, until a curvature of the hook is sticking out of the worm, just like that. Hopefully you guys can see that. And then I hold the worm in the bottom of the hook, and I twist it all the way around, and I grab the worm and I hold it straight up and down, and I hook underneath the worm so the hook is completely concealed inside the rubber worm, just like that. And I try to make it so the worm is as straight as possible. This one's got a little bend in it, but that's okay, it's going to work perfectly. The reason I do this, now this is going to crawl underneath the water. If you go through weeds, it's not going to catch on anything because the hook is completely concealed inside the rubber, and it's not in the center of it. It's pretty much in the center of the worm here. So if a small fish bites the bottom, they're just going to spit it out. If a larger fish bites it, you're definitely going to be able to hook him, because if he consumes the whole worm, that hook is going to be in the center of his belly. So that's my concept. It works for me. I don't know if it works for you, but give it a try. So let's fish. One thing I like to do is I got this rag here, got it at the dollar store. What I do is I just no knots or nothing. Just grab a corner, feed it through my belt loop, and drag it over my leg here. This way while you're fishing, if you take a fish off the hook, you want to clean your hands really quick, it's right there, easy access. Fish on, fish on. Yeah, we got a bass, baby, we got a bass. Woo! Yeah! Check out that mama. Woo! He's a good size. Not bad. It's gonna be a couple pounds, at least 2 pounds. Woo! She's a beaut. Got it right on the lip there. Just barely. Ha! Not bad, huh? Been out here for less than a half hour. I gotta put it back. Not bad, I gotta get a couple pictures. Yeah! It's the catch and release today. It's probably going to be the last cast here. But comment below, guys. Tell me what type of bait you guys like to use, whether it be rubber worms or different types of lures, stuff of that nature. So comment below, tell me what you like to use when you go fishing. Pretty much going for anything that bites right now. I do a lot of kayak fishing as well, so I'm going to be doing that in the near future. Nothing. Oh, I caught one. I'm happy. It's better than nothing, right? Whoa. So, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate all the views, comments, and support. Subscribe if you haven't already. And, yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Yeah!